Now introducing the starting lineup for your Milwaukee Bucks. At shooting guard, at 6'6" number 12, starting at the other guard, at 6'3", number 13, Ryan Rollins. Starting at small forward, standing 6'8", number 18. The man in the middle, 7 feet tall, number 11, Lopez. Head forward, 6'11", number 34, the Green Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Buddy Hield.
And maybe it's shocking, and maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Green, and it's Moody in at the small forward position. And for Milwaukee, the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Rollins is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Good on the second free throw. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6. Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Lopez, a screen on Curry. Here's Rollins. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's the Warriors with the ball. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Yeah, Kevin, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Curry. And Giannis Antetokounmpo made that last three-pointer. Back to Curry. Shoots the three. And the three ball is good. Curry's got 5 now.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Prince with a screen on Butler. Antetokounmpo passes to Kuzma. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Curry against Rollins. Here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Pass to Podziemski. Green, the screen. Shot clock at 5. And a miss there on the triple. Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Prince in the corner. And here is Lopez. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Moses Moody.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
Curry can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Rollins. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist from Prince. Lopez has got 5.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping. I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Rollins against Curry. The shot by Rollins, no good. Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Now, here's Moody. Covered by Rollins. Outside Curry. Shoots over Kuzma. Curry can't get it to go.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Inside. Lopez with the bucket. He's got 7.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Outside Butler. 3-pointer. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got his 2nd bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Prince outside. Pass to Lopez. Over Green. Lopez, no luck.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
And here is Moody. Curry is inside. Covered by Rollins. Curry, that's good.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Kuzma with the screen for Antetokounmpo. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Podziemski finds Butler. Back to Podziemski. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking. Adept at using that length to alter shots.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Look at Milwaukee. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And I think for Milwaukee, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
Now Kuzma after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And then Porter with the jam.
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Curry. He's got 7. Down low. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. To the feet there.
Moment here to see the stats for Butler. Just an incredible month of basketball. Putting up about 18 points per, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you look at those numbers, but really his main asset is being a playmaker.
Great handle, great vision. That's how he drops so many dimes.
Milwaukee in the lead. Now Giannis. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game. Now here's Lopez. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Lopez has got 9 points. Warriors trail by 3. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Rollins. 6 to shoot. Curry's shot is good.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against Detroit. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Podziemski. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Stephen Curry. First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. First free throw is good.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Green, and Hield subbed in for Stephen Curry. And both free throws good for Giannis.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Podziemski with it, covered by Rollins. They kick out to Hield. Misses the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Rollins, and Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
Butler on the wing. To the inside. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Green comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Trent subbed in for Rollins. Then for the Warriors, Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moses Moody. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. Here's Trent. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart plays.
The free throw drops for Trent.
Man, they are just living at the line.
And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 8-point game. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to. Just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those two guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. Kuminga, no good.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Green finds Porter. Pass to Portis. And here's Trent outside. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Butler. The layup off target.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Green, the pass to Kuzma. Now Porter, defended by Payton. Here's Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got 5 now.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jackson Davis with it, defended by Portis. And he comes up with the deuce.
Nice move. Hield showing he's not just a three-point shooter.
Bucks leading by 8. 1:10 left to play in the first. Porter passes to Trent. The 3, and there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Smith checked in for Kyle Kuzma, and it's Prince in for Green. Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 8. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Up top, Jackson Davis, covered by Smith. They get it back. It's not going to go for him. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Here's Porter. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis, covered by Smith. Over in the corner, Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hield. And it's good for 2.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
And here's Trent. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
Gary Trent is out there at Porter. Then there's Prince. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Livingston in at the power forward. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Porter. The Warriors making the shot. Trent passes to Porter. Prince setting a pick for Porter. Upside Prince. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at the Warriors. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And well, for the Warriors, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
From here on out is just about putting in the work, coming to every game ready to compete, and never giving less than your best.
Jackson Davis with it, defended by Portis. To the paint. Golden State moving it around. Jackson Davis finds Kuminga. Curry against Trent. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
To the middle. It's intercepted. Pass to Hield. Back to Jackson Davis. Curry crashes inside.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Porter against Curry. Here's Portis. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Portis has got his first points of the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Prince against Payton. Outside Curry. Another miss by Curry. And Prince has got the ball here for the Bucks. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
And here are the Warriors now, following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. Curry's shot is off.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Warriors trail by 4. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here is Hield, defended by Trent. Payton against Prince. Payton dishes to Kuminga. And it goes down 2 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Prince. And then for Golden State, Green comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Smith with it. Trent outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Trent's got 7 points in the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Offensive rebound. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Porter, bounce pass. Here's Green. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Kuminga, screen on Porter. For the three. Curry can't get it to go.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Green kicks to Porter. Four on the clock. Trent outside. Knocks down the three ball. Trent's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Curry against Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, we might as well count those free throw shots. Curry is automatic at the line.
The Warriors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And he knocks down the first one.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Smith. And Giannis is subbed in for Portis. Then for the Warriors, Butler, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Moses Moody in for Payton. And both free throws good for Curry.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside Porter. Lopez sets a screen for Porter. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent outside. Butler against Giannis. Floats one up, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Trent. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Kuzma, that's good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Butler passes to Curry. There's the three. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Pass to Rollins. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's on Jimmy Butler.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First one falls for him. The Bucks making a switch here. Trent's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
Now here's Butler. His last outing, he had 24 points. To the hoop, Butler! And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Free throw, good Butler.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Hields checked in for the Warriors. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Antetokounmpo. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Hield outside. Green with a screen on Prince. Here's Hield. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee leading by 5. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And forget about the miss for a moment and focus on the fact that he's done a great job putting pressure on the defense.
Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Hield. That's off as well, so he misses both.
And that free throw percentage has dropped to under 60 now, having a horrible time from the line in this quarter.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun." You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for a job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A. Here's Giannis following the basket by Stephen Curry. And here's Giannis from outside. His shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
And you can just see the improvement. Antetokounmpo looking more comfortable from deep every year.
Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Payton. Lopez, a screen on Payton. Giannis kicks to Kuzma. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Off target with the open look. Warriors trail by 3. Podziemski, the bounce pass. Moody finds Podziemski. Down low. Curry is inside. Covered by Rollins. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Kuminga's come in for the Warriors.
Substitution for the Warriors. 0-0. Jonathan
Bucks
Kuminga.
leading by 3. Prince outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. Podziemski with it. Outside Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shoots from 14. Rebound Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lopez, a screen on Kuminga. Here's Giannis. Using his size, Giannis!
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Rollins against Curry. Fires from way outside. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Prince, right side. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 1 shot.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Outside Kuminga. Outside Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Warriors.
This is Pete Curry shooting with real confidence off the catch. It's what helps get him going.
Giannis with it. Kuminga picks him up.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And the rejection by Giannis. He was all alone on that one. And now just a 2-point Bucks lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Outside Curry. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Rollins. Here's the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. They kept going to him again and again. And he delivered with a monster quarter. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Joined by Doc Rivers. Coach, what did you think of the effort in the first half?
Well, the effort's fine, I guess. Defensively, we got to be better, so that's part of the effort. But they're just scoring too easy. They're throwing us around. They are so much more the physical team right now, so we got to pick up our physicality.
I'm sure that will be discussed thoroughly before the next half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
Their teams have leaned on them, and they've been rock solid. Actually, more than that, they've been the catalyst.
Leading by example. We're seeing it firsthand. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Golden State looking at who they've got. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Green against Lopez. Green bounce pass. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Lopez. Inside. Here's Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Pass to Podziemski. Curry on the wing. Covered by Rollins. Curry's shot is off. The Bucks trail. Rollins the pass to Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Pass to Moody. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. It's Curry outside, and another 3 for Golden State.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Butler against Giannis. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Green. Warriors leading by 3. To the middle. Butler hammering it home.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. Prince kicks to Kuzma. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Podziemski, covered by Rollins, and there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Back to Moody. Just 5 to shoot. Golden State moving it around. Curry's shot is off. Bucks trail by 5. Giannis right side. Lopez outside. Prince the screen. And to the Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Butler. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Through tight coverage, Butler knocks it down.
An assertive penetrator. Love watching Butler use that athleticism to drive and finish inside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Attention fans, now on the court is your Hype Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Okay, fans, it's T-shirt time. Get out of your seats and show us your weapon.
And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Giannis. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
And I think Giannis is one of the few guys that can physically intimidate. He can break you down in more ways than you can count.
The wide open look here for Kuzma. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 5. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Podziemski on the wing. Defended by Prince. Butler against Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Outside Butler. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. Butler's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Kuzma outside. 3-pointer. Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Now here's Curry. He's got 36. Pass to Green. Outside Butler. Launches a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Prince. Here's Rollins. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Green against Lopez. Over Green. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lopez has got 11 points.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Now here's Antetokounmpo following the miss by Draymond Green. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. That free throw, no good.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
And he sinks the second. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in.
Gary Payton the second.
Giannis kicks to Prince. Pass to Kuzma. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Prince has got his 4th assist in this one. Curry with the bounce pass. Over Lopez. Curry with the bucket. Curry's got 38 points.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. No thanks.
A different look from Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Trent comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Rollins.
Gary Trent Jr. Kevin Porter Jr.
Bucks trail by 3. Outside Porter. Trent outside. Pass to Lopez. Over Green. Lopez, no luck. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. To the paint. Podziemski finds Butler. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside Porter. Prince outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Porter. Over Curry. Porter, no luck.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And it's Trent off the drive. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Trent's got 12 points in the game.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Porter with a block.
Sending it back with postage. This is why every team is looking to add length to its lineup.
Green, he's checked in for Prince.
Number 20, AJ Green.
Butler passes to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Curry gets it, keeps his balance, and finishes the play.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Trent outside. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 14.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
You know what time it is, Bucks fans. Give it up for your forward crew.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Trace Jackson Davis has checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Curry. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They lead by 1. Bounce pass, Butler. Hield from outside. They get it back. Podziemski misses the baby hook. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Livingston's checked in. Green with a screen for Trent. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Let's find out the news on Kyle Kuzma. David, what's the update?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Bucks head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. And for a team that's gearing up for the playoffs, this could make things very difficult going forward. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
Shot clock at 2, and that one drops. And the Warriors lead by 3. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 1:33 left in the third. It's Trent on the wing. Left side, Porter. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Butler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul, 13 foul.
Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. In third, the Warriors.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
And the first one at the line is good. Kuminga's come in for Brandon Podziemski. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. Portis a screen on Heel. Pass to Trent from the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Outside Butler. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Green. And it's Trent in the corner. It's taken away by Payton. Kuminga with it. Picked up by Portis. And Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
That free throw good from Kuminga. Nancy's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Warriors also making a change. Looney's checked in. Both free throws good from Kuminga.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Porter looking it over. Trent outside to stop the drought. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got 9 points now in just the second half.
After sinking one triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
Three-pointer, Hield. The three-pointer is right on target. Hield's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Warriors.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors ahead, ending the third quarter with a big 11-3 run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Green. And it's Gameday in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Green. Bangs home the trifecta. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Curry fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Porter against Kuminga. The Bucks working the ball around. Pass to Gameday. 6 on the shot clock. Right side, Portis. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Curry with the bucket.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Curry against Porter. Outside Portis. Back to Porter. Portis sets the pick for Porter. Shoots over Curry. Porter, no luck.
And he keeps trying to get himself out of this rut, but maybe it's not meant to be. I'd focus on sharing it with his teammates at this point.
Now here's Hield. Outside Curry. From deep three-point land. The shot, no good. Bucks trail by 4. Over in the corner, Green. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Kuminga. Green, no luck.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now here's Curry. Hield outside. Off target from outside. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Payton on the double team. Back to Green. The rebound by Hield. Warriors leading by 4. Nifty move. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for the Bucks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. There's Porter with the 3. No good on the shot.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Kuminga, and the foul called on Kevon Looney. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Smith is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski, he's checked in for Gary Payton. Bucks trail by 4. It's stolen by Curry. Pushing it up. There's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Hands it from downtown.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And a deep 3 from Curry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Portis a screen on Curry. Here's Porter. Softly drops in the floater.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Pass to Curry. Back to Podziemski. Hield outside. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now, here's Trent. Tight defense on him. To the inside, Porter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now, just a 2-point Warrior lead. Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Kuminga, screen on Trent. Outside Curry. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Trent can't hit. Golden State's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. And that one falls for Looney. Bucks trail by 5. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's Prince on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Kuzma can't get it to go.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Curry can't get it to go. The Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Podziemski with it, guarded now by Prince. Outside, Green. Pass to Looney. Here's Butler. Lopez covering. Back to Looney. Fades away. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over Green. Misses off the left iron. Warriors leading by 5. Back to Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Back to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
A big part of his game offensively. Green fantastic at the pick and roll game.
Kuzma outside. Green against Giannis. Lopez, a screen on Green. Giannis passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Moody's checked in for Golden State. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, he heaped praise on the defense. He said, the pressure's great. I love it. Keep making them make mistakes, guys. It's working. He thinks they're on the right track here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Golden State moving it around. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Green with a screen for Butler. And it's good off the back rim and in. Butler's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
They double him with Butler. Here's Giannis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Giannis has got 25 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Butler. The high post shot, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 47 points.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Kuzma outside. And here's Prince outside. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. Butler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Bucks trail by 8. Giannis outside. Pass to Prince. Back to Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Out to Kuzma. Launches it. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now here's Green, guarded by Prince, and Green gets it to go.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Giannis passes to Kuzma. Rollins against Curry. Here's Prince. And the dunk by Prince.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, and both teams trading punches. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Please give up a big round of applause for your Bucks Youth Dance Team. Give it up once again for your Young Bucks dancers.
Warriors on D. Kuzma outside. Prince setting a pick for Kuzma. Inside. Basket counts.
Not the best pick I've seen, but look, hey, look, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the inside. The kick outside to Butler. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 8. Here's Rollins. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Curry. Butler kicks to Curry. Butler is screen on Rollins. Curry deciding where to go with it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And one thing they'll never have to worry about with Butler, he's always going to take initiative.
Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so Butler nails both of them. 1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Kuzma outside. That 3 off the mark.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Warriors.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
And it's the Warriors with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Podziemski. Good D by Lopez. Prince the pass to Rollins. Nailed from three-point land. Five seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Fourth team foul. Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 7. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Who wants a t-shirt?
So we see the Warriors get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Stephen. Even for you, rare form tonight. How do you do that?
A lot of work. God's blessed me with a lot of talents, and I just have a lot of confidence. My teammates have confidence in me, so for me to just continue to play hard, stretch my imagination, what I can do, and just let it flow.
There were no limits tonight, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game.